3, 2, 1, action.
So what's coming in this release? Okay. RevenueCat planning mode, to-dos and agents, search and analyze, single sign-on with swap base and community highlights.
Exactly.
Nice. Welcome to our third dev day.
In this update, we're gonna present payments. Cha-ching.
Welcome to our third dev diary. We just released Nowa 3.6.
Let's see what we have in this new update, starting with AI enhancements.
With Nowa 3.6, we are introducing plan mode. With plan mode, Nowa AI will try to understand deeply what you're trying to build, ask you clarifying questions, and present to you with the best possible plan. Once approved, it will go and implement the entire plan. This will give you the ability to get exactly what you want from the first shot without multiple back and forth with AI. So, to use the plan mode, click here to toggle from the agent mode to the plan mode. Then describe what you want to build. The agent then will go to analyze your project, try to understand what you want to build, and ask you some questions to make sure that it will build exactly what you want. Either choose one of the pre-filled answers or click on another to write your own. The agent then will go and make a detailed plan for you. So you can now review the plan to be sure it describes what you want. And if you're happy with this plan, click on implement. Otherwise, you can keep planning. It now switched to the agent mode and it created to-dos to implement the plan. So it's done and I can see a summary of what it did. In the end, I can also see the new screens created for me and I can drop them on the board and here we are, I have my habit tracker app. We're also introducing to-dos to the agent mode. So right now, when you write a long prompt that requires a lot of steps, the agent will break it down into multiple tasks and it will go one by one on those tasks, allowing the agent to stay on track when your prompt is long and allowing it to complete it without missing anything. This will give you much better results when your prompt is complicated. The agent mode became just way more powerful. Now, when you write a prompt that requires multiple steps, the agent will create a plan within with tasks to stay on track. This will allow it to handle long or complicated prompts much better than before. Lastly, we made the agent much better in searching the project and analyzing it, allowing it to be more efficient and also much better in detecting issues and solving them.
Now, let's talk about payments. We will be rolling the payment update in multiple phases, starting with RevenueCat, where you can offer in-app purchases to your iOS and Android applications with a simple integration. Now with RevenueCat integration, all you have to do is go to Settings, scroll down to get RevenueCat, and press on Enable. Grab your API keys from RevenueCat dashboard and paste them here to get going. I'll be using test API keys for this example. However, it works finally for your Apple and Android keys. Close the setting. A really quick way to set up is to go to widgets, search for RevenueCat paywall, and you can instantly add your paywall inside Nowa. Let's remove this and add the paywall and press on build. Once the build is ready, you can see that we can use our paywall directly inside our app. However, if you don't want to use a pre-made paywall from RevenueCat, you can simply ask the AI to create a listing for you. Okay, and now since it's done building, let's build it to see how it looks. And as you can see, the AI has built for us a place with our listings and how we can manage our errors because we clicked on test failed purchase. This was a quick overview. Stay tuned for a full tutorial. Now for our Supabase update. Now you can enable Google sign-in inside your app as a Supabase authentication.
Let's now talk about our community. So I want to highlight two nice apps here. The first app called Klubprabatten. So Klubprabatten is the biggest loyalty program company in Sweden, and they have rebuilt their app in Nowa from scratch. Now, their app is released for more than 150,000 users in Sweden. Let's watch this video to see how the app works. So if you're curious to see how Clubrabaten works, let me show it to you. Here's the app running on an iOS simulator. With Clubrabaten, you can browse discounts and offers from restaurants, shops, and local spots across Sweden, all in one place. Let me walk you through it. I will tap on restaurants, select KFC, and pick a location. Now I can see all their current offers. When I found one I like, I can just tap it. Then I can instantly get a QR code. I show it at the counter and I can then get the discount. The app has also an interactive map that shows you nearby shops with offers available. If you see something interesting, just tap on it to jump straight to their page and browse their offers. The app is also packed with features that gives the user the best experience. For example, it has real-time chat with a support team. The second app I want to highlight from our community called Zero Trust Fitness. This app is built by Edo and it's an open source alternative for Google Fitness. The app idea is that it encrypts your health data like your heart rate, GPS coordinates, and more in your device before it goes to the server. This app is open source and is powered by Sorbase as the backend. And Edo is asking all of you to contribute to his project. You can simply clone the repo from the description inside Nowa and contribute to build this great app with Edo. And now let's watch a short video by Edo explaining how the app works.
So this is my Zero Trust Fitness app. Now, when you put in the email and the master password, you can choose to either create a secure vault if you don't already have an account. I, of course, already have one for the tests, so I'm going to just click on sign in to my account. It tells me how many steps I did. The analytics shows me how many steps and hard points I did today, and it shows it by the hour, how many per hour. Of course, I still need to fix the string that shows the actual hour. The current week, how many steps I took each day of the week, real-time GPS to start tracking for like exercise and stuff, and manual activities. You can see the recent activities I got: running, swimming, and cycling, which you can add here with the little plus button, and you can choose which one of the activities you did, add the duration, intensity, and encrypt. So for example, let's do walking for 55 minutes, 7 intensity, encrypt. And as you can see, it was added to the recent activity with the date and time that I logged it. Now, let's go over to the profile page. Here, I can sync data to the cloud, pull data from the cloud. All right, so let's sync the data to the cloud. 4 workouts and extra 512 steps. Now I can also pull the data from the cloud. It restores it back in case I delete it. Let's do delete data, local data. Now, it would look as if nothing was deleted, but it actually deleted my workouts. It doesn't delete the steps because the steps are actually taken from the Health Connect API. Now I'm going to pull the data back from the cloud, and as you can see, the workouts have been returned again. Now, when you delete the data, you can delete all of it. You can sign out, and next is the gears icon, which is the permissions center, where you can choose which permissions to turn on or off. You have full control, so you can turn any one of them off or on whenever you want. And the little lock, so you can lock the app back whenever you want. So now you need the biometrics in order to sign in. And if that fails, you have to put in the password.
RevenueCat, Todos, this is a little bit community highlight, community highlight. Okay, go try Nowa now, subscribe and leave a comment on what you think. See you around.